Does your downward dog feel a little rough around the edges? Let's make it fabulous. So, downward facing dog, aka Adho Mukha Svanasana, mouthful of a Sanskrit name, is kind of, I guess, the most like stereotypical yoga pose you can think of, right? Downward dog, lots of them when we flow, we use lots of downward facing dogs. And for ages, I hate them because everyone kind of says that they're for a rest. Oh, rest now in downward dog. And you're like, what? This ain't no rest. So I just wanted to walk us through a downward facing dog, offer a little modification, and hopefully make your downward dog feel a little nicer. So we're going to start on all fours. And so bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and then you're going to walk your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And you want to kind of externally rotate the arms from here. So I almost, like my hands aren't straight down, I slightly twist them out. So my first finger of each hand is facing forward. And you want to spread your fingers wide, give yourself a base. The kind of width of your hands, you want them to be where you would be in a plank, so shoulder width. So you can always pop up into plank, see where they would be stacking underneath your shoulders. That slight tilt, that slight like opening of a jar, so that like the inner eye of your elbows is starting to face forward. And then tuck those toes and start to press back, hips high. And you're in like a forward fold here, like you're hinging at the hips and pressing down, trying to find this straight spine. Now, that's the most important thing. So put a big old bend in your knees, really find as straight as you can with that spine, that straight line. And then maybe you start to straighten your legs a little and find this inverted V shape. You can always keep a big old bend in your knees. And then you want to kind of start, when you found that inverted V, your feet are a little closer together than your arms. So your feet are kind of hip width. Then you want to start sending the heels back. I had a teacher who said something really nice about this. She was like, reach your heels towards the floor, although they never need to get there. Not now, not next week, not ever. And it's so true because it just kind of depends on your body. But just start to hinge the heels back down. Now at any point you can come out of this because it's strong, right? It's working the arms, it's working into the hamstrings, it's stretching out your calves, it's a lot. And you might just want to kind of keep playing a little to see what feels good for you. I did want to offer one other option though, because if you're finding it quite difficult to keep your back straight, you can grab 2 blocks. Excuse the bitten by dog blocks with tons of little holes in. So bring your blocks out to that shoulder width. Press your hands down into them. Keep that kind of same like opening of a jar, pressing the first fingers through. And then just similarly, we're going to find that shape. You might find that the height from the blocks just lets you find that straight spine a little. And then once you're there, kind of relaxing, so whether kind of with blocks or without blocks, relaxing your chin, so you're not kind of looking down between your hands, you're looking kind of back towards your feet, your calves, and keep opening up like you're unscrewing that jam jar lid, the eyes of the elbows kind of coming forward. Remember, you can keep that bend, you can re-bend, press the hips up. And then they say it's a modification for if this feels really rough on the wrists. But for me, I think this is a lot worse, which is dolphin, which is when you can take your forearms down to the ground and ease your hips up. So that's always another option. However, I'm not going to take that. So there you have it. The downward dog, so named because it's a lovely little stretching dog Feels so natural, right? Waking up, easing into it. So woof woof. Enjoy.